Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News Midday starts now.
Good morning and thanks for tuning in for 23 ABC News at 11 a.m. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
And I'm Mike Hart. This morning, the Kern County Sheriff's deputy who was stabbed before opening fire on a suspect is at home recovering. Over the weekend, that deputy responded to a call and was told a man had a knife. According to KCSO officials, that man charged the deputy, cutting his arm. That led to the deputy drawing his weapon and shooting the man. KCSO says the suspect's currently in stable condition this morning. We'll continue to update this story, bring you the very latest as we receive it across our social media platforms.
Let's bring Emma in now, get a quick check of this Monday forecast after 2 days in a row of hundreds so far. Right.
So far. Unfortunately, it's looking like we're going to reach those triple digits
and another one
today. Already heating up outside. 89 right now in Bakersfield, 77 in Pine Mountain Club, 75 in Frazier Park, 81 in Tehachapi, 75 up in Lake Isabella, and 93 out in Mojave right now. But tracking some weather headlines for you to be aware of. Like I said, those widespread triple digits expected again today. But good news, our air quality is improving and we are tracking a cool down. Some more seasonal temperatures are in store for us this week. And we are tracking some gusty winds later on this afternoon. Fairly light right now across the county. 5-mile-per-hour winds right now in Bakersfield. 14-mile-per-hour winds in Tehachapi. 17 up in Lake Isabella and 17 out in Mojave. They'll start picking up later on this afternoon through those evening hours and in those early morning hours tomorrow. But like I said, air quality improving now in the moderate range. We had a few days where we were unhealthy for sensitive groups that forecasted AQI today 90. Tracking those temperatures later on today, looks like we'll top out at 100 here in Bakersfield, so slightly cooler compared to where we were at yesterday. We topped out at 104, and like I've been mentioning, cooler temperatures are on the way, more seasonal throughout the week. I'll have details coming up.
Well, today Southern California Gas Company is opening a regional base right here in Bakersfield.
23 ABC's Daniela Garrido is live from the ribbon cutting ceremony with a first look. Daniela.
That's right. Good morning. We're at the ribbon cutting ceremony of the new facility for SoCal Gas, and it's right here in Bakersfield. This will be one of their new main base facilities, and we're here with Estela De Llanos, and she's the Chief Environmental Officer. Tell us a little bit about what this facility is going to mean to the Bakersfield community.
Well, we're so happy to be here today. As I think you know, SoCal Gas has been in the area in Bakersfield for decades, and by building this base, this is an investment in our customers, in the region, in bringing forward our vision of the company, which is to be the cleanest natural gas utility in America. And we're really excited to do the training and to demonstrate that by this very building. We're really excited.
And so what did it take to bring all of this together, bring this opening to happening?
As you can imagine, many, many months of designing and planning and changes, making updates along the way. It is, and we're very proud of this, it is a LEED certified gold building. All the structures here, that means that we are going to be net zero on our energy consumption. All of the water, rainwater that falls will be contained on site. So a lot of planning, a lot of design work goes into that.
What would you say is the greatest feature of this?
Oh my gosh, well I have just gotten the tour and I think it is that the consumption of our energy is going to be net zero. That's
Great.
Really exciting.
Thank you so much, Estela. So she is going to go speak now. She's one of the first speakers, so I'll let you go to that. But for now, we're live in Bakersfield. Daniela Garrido, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
Bakersfield College will soon be able to provide more services to students thanks to funding secured following the adoption of California's budget. Assemblyman Rudy Salas was able to get $1 million set aside to be used for BC's workforce development programs. The money will be used for programs not only at BC's main campus in Bakersfield, but also in Wasco and McFarland. The $1 million for the 2019-2020 school year goes on top of $1 million previously secured for the last school year.
In God we trust. It's the words you see on currency and the words stirring up emotion around Kern County. Today, the Delano City Council will be the next group to officially adopt that motto. Council members will consider the adoption "In God we trust" as the city's motto at their meeting. Mayor Joe Aguirre is bringing the resolution to the council, looking to adopt it and implement the public display on city property. The discussion will begin today at City Hall beginning at 5:30.
We're just over 5 months away from Christmas, so of course it's time to start planning out your holiday season. Everyone's favorite Peanuts television specials coming to life at the Fox on December 19th. A Charlie Brown Christmas live on stage brings Lucy, Snoopy, Linus, Charlie Brown of course, and the rest of the Peanuts characters together to find the true meaning of Christmas. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. starting at $35. You can get them online at Eventbrite, at the Fox box office, or by calling 324-1369. If you can't wait, you can get them this Wednesday with the pre-sale code that can be found on our website, turnto23.com. Plus, you can't see it, but Mike is jamming out. The Doobie Brothers are coming to Bakersfield. That's their #1 single, What a Fool Believes. The legendary rock band will return to the Spectrum Amphitheater on September 18th. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. starting at $32. You can get them online at axs.com or at the Rabobank box office.
I'll be there.
Raiders fans, take a look at this. Over the weekend, this mural was completed in Fresno. Of course, Bakersfield native Raiders quarterback Derek Carr. Carr is, of course, beloved in Fresno as well because of his time playing there for the Fresno State Bulldogs. Well, the mural was created by Omar Huerta, who is known for the murals he's completed all over Fresno, including that Selena one we showed you a couple months back. This one is extra special also because look what it sits right next to. It sits right next to a mural of former Raiders quarterback and coach Tom Flores. You can find both of these murals in Fresno on Blackstone and Belmont.
Oh, looks like an app almost at first, didn't it?
That is really cool.
Yeah, looks fantastic. Still to come at 11 a.m. It's the day millions have been waiting for, Prime Day. Did you shop?
I did.
How many things did you buy?
I don't want to tell you.
Okay, we'll take a look at some of the other deals out there before Danielle snatches them all up. We're coming right back.
It is hailed as the Super Bowl of online shopping. Today and tomorrow is Prime Day. Amazon says they're launching new deals as frequently as every 5 minutes. The company's global sales for the 48-hour Prime Day are estimated to hit $5.8 billion. Amazon is even facing increased competition. Rival retailers like Walmart, Best Buy, Target, and eBay, even Costco, have had years of practice perfecting their Prime Day strategies, and they're rolling out discounts of their own. More than 250 retailers are planning deals.
Meanwhile, not everyone is on board for Prime Day deals. The United Food and Commercial Workers posting on Twitter saying that Amazon workers plan to strike on Prime Day to protest dangerous working conditions, unfair scheduling, and impossible demands. And they're gaining support from presidential hopeful Senator Elizabeth Warren, saying that their fight for safe and reliable jobs is another reminder that we must come together to hold big corporations accountable. Hashtag Prime Day strike has been trending on Twitter today. And according to this map here, it's done by Daily Dose. The darker states are the ones that we're seeing with most Twitter activity talking about those Prime Day strikes. The states where we're seeing those the most: Minnesota, New York, Rhode Island, Vermont, and New Hampshire. California not making that list.
Taking a walk in the park, spending some time in the sunshine. We know that being outdoors is good for you, but how does it impact your well-being? A recent study suggests that spending time in nature decreases stress. Okay. Unless a bear's chasing you. That's what a study published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology. Researchers suggest 20 to 30 minutes in nature each day can significantly improve your mental health. You can walk, sit, or both, as long as you take your nature break during daylight hours. Someplace green, someplace bright. The study found that the hormone which produces stress, cortisol, dropped in people who were prescribed outdoor relaxation time. I'm sorry, I can't come to work today. My doctor wants me to be outside.
Wouldn't that be a great excuse?
Right.
Here you have to do
I
that
have
in
to
the
be
early
outside.
morning or later hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't think
Because of the
taking a
weather,
walk
yeah.
at 3 p.m. here
Right.
will help you.
I don't know if it's going to decrease stress
Yeah.
if it's 100 degrees, but I don't know. Taking a look at this low pressure system that is going to be cooling those temperatures slightly. So compared to where we were at yesterday, we are cooling down by a few degrees, and we're going to cool down even more tomorrow. More seasonal conditions for this time of year in the upper 90s. But taking a look at today, those widespread triple digits impacting the valley. 100 here in Bakersfield, 95 at the Grapevine today. Over in our mountain communities, 87 in Fraser Park and Tehachapi today, 95 in Lake Isabella. Out in our desert cities, upper 90s and triple digits across the desert. And we are tracking breezy conditions later on this afternoon through the evening. So about 5 p.m. we could see 22 mile-per-hour winds in Tehachapi, 25 in Lake Isabella, 34 out in Mojave, 17 in Fraser Park, and 9 mile-per-hour winds in Arvin. And it looks like they'll pick up even more later on tonight, possibly seeing 15 mile-per-hour winds in Bakersfield. They'll stay strong through those overnight hours headed into those early morning hours tomorrow. But throughout the week, those temperatures aren't going to fluctuate much. We're going to be fairly stable and seasonal with those upper 90s continuing through your midweek. And then we'll see those mid-90s headed into your weekend, and then warming back up later on next week. And I'll have, well, my clicker is going a little crazy right now, but we'll have one final look at your weather.
Well, it's a new week and a new trial set to start on Court TV. Here's a look at what you can expect today.
Good afternoon, I'm Yori Tuwalde. The next big trial Court TV is covering, Florida versus Amato, gets underway today. Grant Amato was 29 years old and living at home when he allegedly shot and killed his parents and one of his brothers. Investigators say it's because he got kicked out of the house after stealing $200,000 of their money to fund his online relationship. The focus of Amato's obsession was a so-called cam girl who lived in Bulgaria. He met her through a porn webcam site. Police say Amato shot his mother, Margaret, his father, Chad, and his brother, Cody, on January 25th. Their bodies were found in their home in Seminole County, Florida. The next day, police found Amato in a hotel in Orlando.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that. Some Seminole County detectives want to talk to you, so we're going to get the handcuffs off of you.
Nothing in your pants, correct? Yes. Nothing, yes, sir.
Real quick. It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we know you don't have any weapons. We'll get those restraints off of you.
Grant Amato faces 3 counts of first-degree premeditated murder. He could be sentenced to death if convicted. That's the latest for now. Court TV will keep following all developments in this trial. Now back to you.
Well, up next, the dark web is real, and it could be impacting you and your child. We'll tell you what you can do to try to make sure that you're keeping your kids safe. Coming right back. Welcome back. Do you know how much time your kids spend scrolling through social media? What about TV time? Turns out spending too much time on social media and watching more TV have been linked to symptoms of depression in middle schoolers and high schoolers. It's the latest in a study on kids in 7th through 11th grades that's been done over the last 4 years. For every additional hour that kids spend on social media or watching TV, their depression got worse. It's not clear if screen time actually causes depression or if it's just kind of like a symptom, but experts say there's clearly a connection. In the meantime, they say, as with everything, moderation is the key.
And even further, do you know exactly what apps your kids are using on their phones or who might be on the other end of their device?
Russell Haythorne with our sister station in Denver tells us what you need to be on the lookout for if your child's glued to that screen.
Child sex crimes detectives waste very little time on sites like Facebook and Twitter, too public for the dark corners of a predator's world. However, the most popular chat apps, including Messenger, Snapchat, and Instagram, are predator hot zones, and that list is getting longer every day.
Of course, there's always some new app, some new website, something new that kids are finding and new ways to kind of use different apps irresponsibly.
Paul Spokus is an investigator with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. His days and nights are spent trying to get would-be pedophiles to take the bait, and he'll tell you business is booming.
To date this year, we have 31 arrests, and that's only regarding internet crimes against children, specifically sex offenders and predators who are targeting children.
As a parent, the first thing you should be asking yourself is what apps are on your child's smart device. Makospace, Kik, Omegle, and Whisper are also quiet, pedophile-friendly apps that can expose your kids to those with less than honorable intentions. And all offer video chat options. Whisper even shows users how far away they are from each other.
Within 20, 30 seconds of having a conversation with some of these guys, they'll start requesting things.
Things like pictures. Your child's motivation on these apps and sites is simple. They want friends. They want attention. They want to be popular.
Unfortunately, it's very easy. These guys or women are using sites that all of our kids are using.
And the threat goes even deeper and darker. The dark web has become an attractive curiosity for teens.
Tor is the biggest browser that people use for the dark web.
If you see that app on your child's phone, there's only one use for it: accessing the dark web and all it offers, from illegal pharmacies selling hardcore drugs to unregistered guns to videos and photos most of you don't want to see.
What attracts kids to the dark web is because it's inherently anonymous.
This Arizona couple was recently arrested, accused of selling prescription pills laced with fentanyl on the dark web to surfers from Connecticut to Colorado. But the freedom to cruise the dark web anonymously cuts both ways. It can be a playground for hackers.
As much as kids want to go on and they want to, because they're curious and they want to remain anonymous, there's hackers out there that know much more than they do. They know how to be able to use these systems.
Spocus shows us just how easy it is from any phone, tablet, or desktop to start a dangerous conversation. He also showed us how easy it is for any parent to stop it.
And what you want to look for when you're looking at these are duplicate apps that are on their phone. Do they have two calculators? Are there two compasses, maybe?
That duplicate app, also called a ghost app, is pretty easy to spot.
You can look at the phone's storage and the different apps that are on there. Things like calculators take up a small amount of data, maybe 128 megabytes, whereas if there's another calculator that's on there, a secondary one, and it has something like 5 gigabytes of data on it, your calculator is not going to take up that much data. So more than likely that's a ghost app and they're hiding different kinds of things on there.
Instagram is simple to spot, but have you heard of Finsta or Fake Insta? Those two can be popular ghost apps that look like calculators.
And beyond that, if there's apps on their phone that you don't recognize, don't be afraid to ask them what it is. Make them log in if it's not logged in. Have them show you how it works, what you're supposed to do with it.
All right, still to come, we'll take one last check of your forecast.
Taking a final look at your forecast, we are already
89.
I know, it's already hot outside.
But that's cooler than yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
2 degrees cooler than it was at
Unfortunately, it's not going to stop.
It's not going to stop. We're going to just keep on heating up. Triple digits expected again today. Those current conditions across the county right now also hot, mid to upper 80s across the valley right now. 85 at the Grapevine, 78 in Pine Mountain Club, 81 in Tehachapi, 81 in Lake Isabella, and 93 out in Mojave. But upper 90s tomorrow, and it looks like they'll be sticking around throughout the week. So a slight cool down, not by much, but that's where we should be for this time of year.
It's nice to see no more triple digits on there after today, though. So there's something to
psychological thing too, when you only see 2 numbers as opposed to 3.
It really is. I think so.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at 11 a.m. Don't forget breaking news, weather, traffic, anytime, anywhere you need it. But you got to download our mobile and tablet apps.
Have a great Monday.